Hey, what's up? This is Travis DG920 or BustedByTheLaw if you're watching this on YouTube after, because this is probably to be uploaded to YouTube for sure. But so basically, I got myself a 4GT, which it wasn't cheap either, because I got the Le Mans 4GT from 2016. But no, I bought the 2017 4GT. I got an achievement called Cover Car. We are gonna upgrade it too and make it good. Make it really amazing. We're gonna put some upgrades in it. There's not much you can upgrade on it, but twin turbos. I don't know if that's a good idea what they did with Ford on that, but here. I'm gonna go up race 1 S class race though. Well, actually I'm gonna test drive this because I haven't tried it yet. So like I've never tried this car at all. So I would just love to test it out and see how it's gonna work. To see how well it's gonna drive through. I don't know if it's gonna be 100% on the gas. It's gonna be ready to check. It's ready to go and whatnot. But it seems pretty good. It seems pretty solid with me. It seems like really solid with me. Can this car do a burnout? That's the next question. Not really. It's got enough power there for a burnout. So basically, I'm just gonna go race this and be like, whatever. Oh, my streaming quality went down, but whatever. Like, I mean, I can't always get what I want, but so you. Whatever. This is just a giant oval. This is all I'm gonna. Uh. And it should be alright, but this stream's connection is not too good with it. But anyways, bear with me. The connection in later is not gonna be too well either on YouTube, so it's in terrible quality. But whatever. Like I'm doing it live. I'm playing, so it's a live stream. But bear with me. Not as bad as it was before. I'm not gonna go from the back of the pack anymore, though I want to. Manual with clutch. I should go with the grip decreaser because it's gonna work. Okay. I think we're ready, though we have not tuned anything on this car. We are gonna be like topping this out, and then I'm probably gonna do grip. Gosh, this car is a GTR. gonna beat me? I just realized that 20 laps. I was not really thinking about this at all. I wasn't thinking about it. I didn't laps on it. Oh well. Bear with me. This could be 20 minutes then. But oh gosh, I'm gonna spin the wall. Oh, someone else hit me. Oh, I gotta just point. I'm gonna come in the last place. I'm gonna try to catch out after. I've got to pit because someone hit me. I could have just used rewind, but I don't want to take this too long. I'm in last place. I'm gonna try to make a breakout for first place too. No, this is terrible. This is just brutal. I mean, I'm now. But all the last place people, now instead of later. We always do that. It's just the way we go. On my way, bro. I complained about this in online too. I'm like, oh no, windshield's broken. I can't race anymore. If I keep spinning out, first place is pitting. This means the brake's open for me. Bear with me, there is 20 laps on this too. I'm probably gonna get first again eventually. Like, I know I did crash, but I'm gonna get first back on for sure. Position. That's if I don't clip someone's car in the back of it. Usually by 20 laps I'll gain 20,000 feet distance or 28,000 feet on the person in front of me or the person behind me. Like second place, 28,000 feet. But I did crash on the very first lap, so, and this is the first time I've ever driven this car. I mean, I drove the other cars in Le Mans, but I have never driven the Ford GT yet. This is the first time ever. Made a track, put some power in it. We just to bear with me. We started out in first. I mean, first time ever using this car, first place. We started out in, and we fell in the last place. Now we're in 21st. Look to take 20th. Hey, this guy was in second too, I think. That guy that we just passed. I don't. We're probably gonna run because I crashed lap and I had to pit. I crashed. Oh, we're making a name for ourselves. Actually, that's it. Making a name first. Oh my gosh, I wrote the ball again. Like, that's lap. Okay. Taking 16th. Oh, like, really? I should disable the notifications logo. I was hoping I'd just break last time when I hit. I wasn't thinking break the engine immediately. I usually always my suspension on the trying to fix. I fell off the track. Usually I just bear with it. Like 7 laps and actually. Oh, but the pass first. Again. Oh gosh. Okay, this is sketchy. What is it? My just accelerates like this is a 4GT. It doesn't have power. It's not racing. These cars are like they're sports built. Racing. Like your bill of gas, of expense. Car right here. I would have had a by a lot. Now I'm just comparing it to a car that's in a league of its own. This car is in a league of its own. This car has amazing. Like then again, I'm cars that have a power really in this 600. And which rear wheel drive, amazing braking. Not really the most amazing top speed you can ever get. So basically I gotta put more power down on my car. And then we're going to the drift lobby. I just gotta gap some distance on me in second before I can do stuff. Here, see, this is the thing I like about this oval. I can just refresh my page on my computer when I'm on a straightaway because it's pretty easy. Control, drivers unsimulated, so I roll over. I'm basically that's the end of it. Thank goodness for rewind. That's why I have rewind on also. In case I flip over. I know people are realistic if I had it off. But I most likely won't flip over. I'm not going to use it if I like crash or anything. Unless it's like super severe and I can't move anywhere. But if I roll over and I roll onto my roof and I get stuck on that, I will definitely most likely use rewind. But I'm not going to use rewind just if I break something, like my suspension or my downforce. Actually, I never use rewind usually if I break the downforce, unless it's tremendously terrible with my steering. Which usually it isn't. Again, like I said, we're gonna go into online drifting after this, and I'm not so good with this. This have to have a differential on it. And I love how I come behind on the last lap, and I still beat this guy, my rival, again for the like 10th time. How much fuel do we have? Because I can't find the fuel gauge on here. Yeah, 50% fuel. And I've only ran 8 laps. This is not looking good so far. Yeah. Oh, no wonder it has amazing braking. I forgot we had a that applies down. Let's see, I'll show you. It pulls up like that, but no, I just gotta really get back in this race. I'm sure people know what a spoiler does though, like the The spoiler making airflow so my car's wheels stay on the ground so I can go faster. It also helps with braking when it goes up with these newer spoilers. Old spoilers are just bolt them on. Can't really, well, you can adjust them. I don't really know a whole lot about spoilers, but I know the applied downforce on your car to keep your tires on the ground so you get maximum traction that you can on your rear tires. But modern spoilers now like adjust with your car at fast speed. You can move up and down and whatnot. When you're braking, you can apply force to brake it like it was like a parachute or something. Maybe that was too much pressure on that braking though. So I mean, like, the spoiler is pretty cool on this car, but I've seen other cars that have cool spoilers. To mention, I do not remember what car, but the Bugatti has a weird spoiler on it actually too. I don't really like the Bugatti spoiler, but I mean it's. I'm gonna cheapskate this. Oh god, I went on the wrong track. Oh, how are you in 18th place and you're catching up with me? You ready? I'm gonna spin out here. Spin out! I'm trying to refresh the page again. This is not working. Maybe I should just stay in the stream, but I'm trying to check my connection. Oh, come on, man. You just... I'm gonna spin you out. Oh gosh, you split me out. Oh gosh. We just broke the drive line. We are perfectly fine. But you want to know the thing is though? I have to pit anyway the next lap after, because, yeah, not the next lap. The lap after, because I'm about to run out of fuel. Because I can't find a fuel gauge in this car, but all I know is I'm running out of fuel. 28% fuel left. I don't know if we're gonna survive till lap 14. Better. That'll be pretty quick. Like I would assume like this is like a sports car. I'm not used to the interior of this car, but the old Ford GT had like the analog gauges, and this thing has like all LEDs and stuff. Damage 100%. Yeah, I'm not. It'd be so interesting to see if I would automatically use the racing commander and fuel, but I don't feel like doing that on live stream right now. Like my car feels so weird now because it's. If you can see what I mean, it's gonna just drift like that. Like it was nothing because it's broken. The suspension's broken, so it's not working on the ground too well. But yeah, it's just gonna drift just like it was nothing. Come on, usually, like I said, I usually gap more distance, but I usually don't use a GTR. I do use a GTR. I usually don't use a Ford GT. Oh, we're going into a drift again. It doesn't have that much power. I'm surprised it can even drift. I know I could probably make it. I was trying to get in the first person. Again, in cockpit mode. The guy behind me can't technically finish the race, but he's probably gonna pass me because he has not completed a quick stop. He's probably by now, or he's gonna come super close to doing it. Come on, this is gonna take 32 seconds. Yeah, he's gonna pass me. Watch, he's gonna pass me and I'm gonna fly right by him as soon as he does. On the corner, because I'm gonna cheapskate the corner. I'm not even gonna go out on the track. Maybe I am. I'm being forced on the track. I am being forced on the track. You guys wanna take the hard corner? I'm gonna take the easy corner. Oh, first place, man. I remember you. I stole first from you for the first lap when I crashed. So the fuel readings are good. This guy just almost pinned me and broke my engine again. Went an engine. So yeah, I think I've really been cheapskating this race. I mean, look, my car doesn't drift when I hammer the gas this way anymore now. But that's all the suspension. Suspension's key. My suspension was broken. It was like my car is just sliding everywhere. I think I can run the whole race on this fuel tank, but on this tank of fuel, but I don't know. Maybe I can't. This used to count as I could drift on. It's technically part of the race track, but it's not part of this track, like the track I'm on, but it's part of the Indianapolis Speedway, so kind of works, but doesn't really work with me. So after we go into one drift, rear wheel drift, which is gonna be brutal, I was gonna say no. I got another really complaint about, oh, my car is, I can't slipstream anyone anymore. It doesn't work with me. Oh, that guy like braked and then I went around him and I broke. I hit my brakes too. Applied his brakes and then I almost slammed into him and then I applied my brakes going around him and I almost slammed into him again. Come on. Quit chicken with you. I'm gonna spin myself out of that. Like my GTR, I can make it to 200 on the straightaway because it's all-wheel drive. This car, I can make it almost 200, like 198, I think, or 97. I didn't check the screen when I got to the max when I was on here. Like lap 8, it was probably. I came really fast by there, but. Oh, come on! Don't drive me to the pits. That was like a terrible recovery. I recovered that off of the spin and then I immediately unrecovered it, put it back into a spin. I mean, I recovered it, but then I unprofessionally put it back into out of control drift. I almost lost it there though, but I did recover it. Check my fuel. 79. This car eats fuel so fast. I mean, I've raced other cars and I've never seen one that is this bad. This guy's gonna hit me into the wall, isn't he? Watch out! I'm gonna get one off the track warning or whatever because I'm trying to slipstream this guy, but I can't. Oh God! Stop! He stopped and he almost made me crash into him. I'm not go to the pits anymore because that's just more time off. Okay, Here's where I'm gonna start gapping distance on second and third one behind me, because you're gonna see as everyone in last place has started pitting and they're ahead in pits. Second, third, fourth. I'm not really worried about fourth, but second and third are gonna start pitting soon, and I'm just gonna start gapping. I think I'm only making 10,000 feet, but I'm still gonna gap them pretty much a long ways. It's not gonna be a short distance, people. First time driving a GTR, or not a GTR. GTR. I don't know what I consider I use it for. I don't use it for drifting. I don't use it for drag racing, though I should, because beast mode. I just consider I use it for circuit racing, pretty much. Though it's not built for that either. Well, mine's probably built for that, the way I have it tuned up, but it's not set to take corners too well. It's only good for the oval. PS3X sucks. That's a funny gamer tag. I've never heard that one before. I've never seen anything, a gamer tag that says anything to put down PlayStation. I only had a PlayStation 2 ever. Take this, you GT. Power for the win. We are the champions, my friend. Watch, I'm gonna crash into this guy. Think the corner's at 150. Oh, you jerk! You had to slow me down. I tapped him. I tapped him. Okay, just floor it. Let's get out of here before he tries to do something. Oh, you ain't gonna slipstream me. 2,000 feet. What did I tell you? Like, we're going for that gap of 20,000 feet, gap from second place, but we ain't gonna get the 20,000 gap. We only get the 14,000 foot gap, but that means like I'm a whole lap ahead of them. But I don't think I ever passed second yet. 14,000 feet, I got it. Let's see if I can do the signature move. Oh, I couldn't do it. I was trying to do a sideways drift through the finish line. I did it once, and I'm gonna have a recording too. Ooh, I got a car. You know what's funny I find about getting this car though? Is the exact same value as the car in the middle, the Ferrari 458 Italia. But then again, all these cars on here are the same value, actually, I just noticed. We got a fair bit of amount of money. That's good, that's good. Now we're gonna go save this, set up with the power grid, and I'm just gonna go blow all my money on... Oh, whoops, sorry. Accident. Save, save, save. That's good. That's perfectly fine. Power upgrades. More power, more power. More turbo power. I'm saying maybe this would be a good drag racer then now. Okay, here we're gonna take the challenge up. Actually, we're not gonna go into drift yet. We are not gonna go into drift. We will get set up for drift after. But I'm gonna go into drag, and you're gonna see why I don't do drag much anymore. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna slam this thing to the ground. This thing is gonna just fly off like a rocket, and I'm probably gonna crash it too. I just got some money to spend too. Should I do this? Yeah, it's gonna give me more lateral G-force, which technically should make me go faster. I'm gonna get weight reduction anyway. I mean, this car's top speed says it's only 238. My GTR, my old GTR can go 240, but we're not completely done with this. Put a race diff on it, so it's set for drifting. Some drag tires on there. Some big drag tires. No, really? All I'm gonna worry about is speed, so I'm gonna put on a rear wing on the car, as well as I'm gonna go tune the differential up. Actually, I'm gonna tune the differential down. Trust me, I don't know how to tune cars for drag racing, so you're gonna see me. I'm not gonna do much. But I'm just gonna keep this differential like that. See if I can get this car to accelerate any faster. Oh, I got gearing. Here, I'm gonna change the gearing up just to make it accelerate faster. Let's see if I can get it in that. That range I want it in. Oh, not really? Whatever, I'll just keep it at 2 seconds. Okay. Now, I shouldn't have really messed with that, but here's to going that we're actually going to make it out alive in the race, so I'm going to do drifting after this, though. I love how it's rear-wheel drive, and I can do this, and I can do drifting rear-wheel drive, which drifting is going to have a different tune set up, and then I'm going to have to test it, but drag, basically just tune everything, and I'm going to hope it goes well. Like, I'm the professional tuner for when it comes to drag cars. Like, I've outran people. Oh, this guy. He's got my. Okay, okay. So, here's what I'm talking about. Like, professional. Okay. I can't use my car, but I have an all-wheel drive car. I could probably use the rear-wheel drive of that too, but I have a professional car. I would show you it, but I'm probably gonna smoke the tires and screw this up, but here's going that we're not gonna fail. I bet you we're not gonna fail. I just gotta wait for the race to end, and weird. I should have went to unlimited, but I'm gonna get ran, and this is the thing I don't like about drag. It takes forever. Oh, good. The race finished. Cha-ching. Here comes the money. I can feel it. You know what's probably gonna happen though? I'm probably not gonna get that race anyone because this happened last time too. I'm gonna be one of them solo people that does nothing. But it's all cool. It's all cool. If I don't get to race anyone, I'm perfectly fine with that. Oh my gosh, the race ended and then it started again. I forgot about that. This race has 3 heats. And last time I raced in drag racing, I'm not gonna lie, the first shot off, I think I won both of the first heats. The guy cheated in the what is it? He cheated in the last heat. Basically, he cut me off, and he took first place and won. But technically, because he crossed the center line and he cut me off, it made me fail and it made me DNF. Technically, though, he crossed the center line, he cut me off, so I had to stop. Basically, didn't like make it look like he was gonna cut off. He actually cut me off, so technically he should have DNF'd and I shouldn't have DNF'd at all. Which that kind of got me angry on that, but I don't know. You know what I realized? This guy's got the fastest acceleration, but I have the second fastest. No, never mind. I know the second fastest. Actually, I have one of the fastest. I have a faster acceleration than this car, but I don't have a faster top speed. Now I see why everyone's using Lamborghini, whatever that car is. I can't pronounce the name. I'm not. The 1 mile drag, I like the test track airfield because you can't cross the center line. But we were on a different one where there's the barrier and then there's a line in here. On this track, you can't cut across because it's just a straightaway. Well, we can race X classes in here. That's cheap. It is so cheap. Like, watch. I'm gonna smoke the tires and I'm gonna lose. Two. Then. Oh, someone joined. Now we gotta wait. We gonna be facing Daytona, which I'm not too scared, but I mean I don't have a faster top speed than it, but I have a faster acceleration at Daytona. Proven smoke the tires out and crash. Now when I make the drift car, I'm gonna change my all my so am I actually racing anyone? Look at this! Oh my god! That was so cheap. Believe that I treed that guy right off. Like, this is the perfect tune. I'm gonna have to save this tune for drag racing. I mean, you would expect the way that guy pulled out at the end. I was kind of like, and I heard his engine. He don't have a stock engine. I think I did the right job with that. Oh, I think my left. You better not have. I know you didn't. Again. Oh. Come on, man. Trying to get a break. First place. Now, if you want to see what I mean, I will unlimited drag after this, and then I'm gonna take the Jeep Willies. I do want to take this drifting actually, but I don't know. Hard to debate. I might take this drifting first actually. Then we're gonna go in another drag car, and then I'm gonna with the Jeep Willie, cause I want to. Can I treat this guy again? 3 times in a row. I mean, it's just. Come on! 200 feet out on him. He barely caught up with me. The race is over now, though. At least it should be. Cha-ching! I can't believe I treated that guy 3 times back to back to back, all outrunning him by mere seconds. Now, I gotta go save my tune setup and call it drag. That worked pretty good. Drag. Okay. Now, tuning up. I gotta tune up my setup again one more time here. First I gotta change these tires though. Just leave these stock. Whoops. I forgot to change something else too. I gotta take off both this stock front bumper, stock rear wing, and we're just gonna go with stock bumpers and stuff. Just try out how we're gonna see how it does. I don't know how it's gonna handle well. Let's lighten up the pressure on these tires a bit. I'm gonna try to do something my friend told me to do. Lock the differential up, but I have too much power to handle it. And I think I didn't change my final drive back, but what's it really matter? Just want to see how it's gonna handle first. I just want to see how it's gonna handle. I don't know if or if it's gonna handle terrible, but we're about to find out. Hopefully it handles well, but I don't know if it's gonna be the most amazing thing ever or not. I'm already having second thoughts about taking this 40 to a lobby. Cause I mean, if you didn't watch and fail, pretty bad drift. That was. Oh yeah, this thing's too solid. Here, let's try this. I mean, I could probably pull this too, but I don't know. So now we're just gonna go online and this is gonna be the fun part. And it's gonna be the part where I start going, oh, I can't win this, I have no chance, and blah 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 blah. And then I'll be like, I don't really care about this anymore, and whatnot, and then I'll get all angry, and here we go. Unlimited drift, rear wheel drive, here we go. This is the point when everything gets real and really fun, really fast, really boring. It just gets really good here. And it's the point where you guys can hear me just chit chat for like 8 minutes. Actually, no, there's only a minute and 36. Me and my friend have never run in the lobby this big, I don't think. But then again, I've never done rear wheel drive drifting. So let's just spectate someone. I want to spectate like a GTR. And here's where I'm gonna be like so sad that everyone's so much better than me. But I could be better too if like trust me, I'm gonna do better when I get into my Jeep. I should go back to my old drifting scheme with it. Like I only had a 100 or I only had like 200 horsepower in the Jeep before, and now I've got like too much. Camera tight. Game cameras. Look at my internet connection. That's gonna be in the game. This is gonna be brutal. Does this guy have any he's got turbos in it. Oh yeah! Thing has turbos in stock. Okay, the race is over now. Race is good. It's over. We's gonna lose. I got the highest accelerating car here though. I think. Which, if you didn't see the live stream the other day, it's just on my channel. But me and my friend were there, and his mic is so quiet you didn't really hear it. But I drifting a 3-wheel car. There's only 3 wheels on it. That car ain't gonna work too good. I said, well, I'm using my and it's the 4 votes, 5 now. That's the one we tested. on work too well. I should have went for the club circuit. I like it better. Or random track. Random track would work too. I'll be back. Yeah, we go with a terrible drifting scheme. I might just end it after this drag, but I don't want to be here like for 3 hours doing races and drifts. Though I'm entertaining for people. Like I don't have feedback on my video, so I don't know if it's entertaining races and win and but it all. But I mean, this drifting's 8 minutes long. Forever to end. Players. My connection is like brutal right now. But if you like watching, you're gonna hate watching me. Cause well, I mean you'll probably enjoy it because I don't have a good connection. Cause I just saw the timer, dude. It was all like glitchy. Yeah, it's down actually. I think, or it's trying to. It's acting up. Is what I should say. My internet's acting up. Anyways. Hackers. Gosh. Brutal already. No. 2 miles per God. Frozen. I do. Metal. Everyone in front of me. Connection. Usually have connection. Oh gosh, hit me. Hitting me. I know my sucks. I don't need to see people. Enough of that. My angle. My angle. I mean, my network probably can't support this many players. It's but man. I mean, like I should be just dominant. Oh gosh, I'm gonna spit off the track. I'm gonna just keep my point. I think it's holding Chris. it's gonna spin me out, I bet you. I'm gonna spin myself out. Go around me, man. Man in a Mustang. If you wanna try, I mean, if you actually wanna try, I know we suck. Go ahead. I was like quitting. I'm gonna make it. I'm doing better than failing. Because it was a good thing in failing. We're failing drifting. Like, I mean, it's all. However, I'm a champion drifter, but oh gosh, I can't commentate really too well. I don't think I'm like a champion. I don't think I'm the best drifter, but I speed. So maybe I can, because I have more control over my drifts rather than using it. But I mean, I'm doing pretty well. Usually me and my friends chit-chatting thing. And I don't do this well. Message him later, tell him I got better at drifting. Come in the rear with the car for drifting. We're gonna go into Ultimate. Oh gosh, this guy's me. Oh my gosh. Of course he would screw me up. Of course he would. I'm just gonna get from this guy. I don't really want to drift with him at all. Oh gosh. If yo, be my guest, do that. I guess. Do that. I can cell phone though. I'm just gonna wait for me though. I should go tell my friend. I got more control now. I'm fine. Fourth gear is the drift gear on this. I would assume. Just like crash again. Gosh, I can't control. And it's hard work. That's what that. Well, for me, at least, it is. Oh, this guy beat me. I'll try passing him. See, this is the problem when I'm in last place. I started trying to crawl my way out of it, but I can't. So I started hitting things. Oh, I'm screwed now. I'm screwed. I'm not in the last place, but I mean, I had a pretty good run. 20,000. I think 20,000 is not my best lap. Now, here you're gonna see some of the funnest things ever to do with me. Like, this is gonna be ultimate drag. Okay, ready for this? I don't know if it's gonna work too well. Like, I'm gonna go on unlimited drag. And I am gonna switch to a car that I was talking about earlier. This car is built for drag racing, and when I say it's built for drag racing, I'm not joking that it's built for drag racing. Yeah, I can't get into it. I can't be into a race already. I guess I'll have to go to the car itself. So, oh, this is my drift car. This is the one I'm gonna use unlimited drift. But I don't know if it's gonna work too well. So here's the car I'm gonna use in drag racing. It is tuned by me. It is also designed by me.
Use all the cars and tracks to quickly and
easily hit something.
For an extra challenge, add a friend for some
I still went into
split-screen
free play
racing.
instead of multiplayer. That was completely my mistake. Stream still on now? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. I accidentally went out of the game by mistake. So the car, but it drifted amazing last time I had it. My friend told me it's got the smallest wheelbase. It's not gonna work at all, but I told him, I place I may not. Doesn't mean my car can't. Drifter. Oh, my car is so fast. Oh, there's this. When you see my car, my friend told me this car here, the rocket here. Rocket, it is what is it? It just like my car. It used to say tuned by me, but now it doesn't. My car is a rocket ship when it takes off in the start via drive, and it's gonna run that I go after. At the end, it might not. So, find a mile drag to go race on. Then after this is the go on. Instead of that, I bet you the guy in the rocket either he's not racing really slow. It's like, yeah, I can make the race again slow everyone. Okay, I just gotta wait for this to end, and then we're good when it's done, and the heats are over, and I'm getting like all angry. Bye. Internet's out again. To crash it. the stream's about to crash. If anyone about to crash, because everything on my browser is like right now. Coding is all it is. Well, actually, it just reloaded now, but my stream may crash. It's running really slow. So just bear with me. Bear with me. I know it's slow. And it's probably gonna buffer a lot. But just bear with me. Just bear with me. The stream's almost over. And then I can quit. Like I'm bearing with myself. I'm trying to bear with the stream. I know it's gonna be like pretty bad. But just me, please. And if this race would hurry up, I could get in there, and then everything would be perfectly fine. I'm telling you, this rocket ship thing. Too slow. I mean, I think he's like not even trying to race, but then again, I can't really judge anyone for that. But like, well, I could have spectated him and seen what he's doing. But I don't know if he's actually racing, but I want him as an opponent. The Fiat's a sleeper, I bet you. It's going to do wheelies and whatnot. My car is not going to do wheelies. What my car is going to do, though, is be a rocket ship like that car there. These other guys didn't hit continue, I bet you, because I'm still waiting on to select a map. So I'm just kind of getting grouchy because I'm tired. 2-car, 1 mile drag strip. Go for the 1 mile. Because the 1/4 mile is not good. Ooh, we're going for the 1 mile. I want that rocket. I want the rocket, man. I want the rocket. Why I like to vow for going for the 1 mile is because middle. I want the rocket. I want to race him. It's not if I don't get him. Wow. I think I still can outrun pretty much though, because my car take off at the. I have acceleration rate. My car is gonna hit 100 in like 2 seconds, I think. That's if I the gears fast enough. Like, I mean, it's gonna be so intense that I have to like shift gears. I shoulda afterglow controllers. I'll do that some other time. I want this rocket, and if I don't get him, I don't think I got him. I think I get the Lotus because I don't want the Lotus. Well, then again, also I might have got the. I'm the guy who's alone, and that's how I'm gonna go. So I'll let you guys know if I get the rocket and if I'm happy with it. Yeah, I know what that capable of, but I just don't. I ran about 2,000 feet. I was not sleeping at that. He gained me pretty quick though, actually. He took 28 seconds to finish. 28 seconds. Wow. I am so happy. Rocket thing, like. I'm gonna give him a chance this time. I'm gonna wait like 1 second, just 1 second, and I'm gonna floor it. 1. You're supposed to catch up with me, man. Give him a chance. Hey, now because I don't. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it. Oh, I was swerving to his lane with at the end. Okay, I'm gonna wait like 2 seconds this time now because it wasn't that bad of a takeoff, but my car can take off harder than that. So maybe he wasn't not racing. I think he's just my friend said this car is really fast in the long end, but its acceleration's debatable. This is the real strength test. Oh my gosh, he is so close to me. I still think I'm out. Oh! That was brutal, and I still won the race. I'm so glad I get that on replay, though. I mean, just watch the ending of that. Like, just think of that. I hit an invisible wall. I can't swerve in his lane at the end. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Okay, and here's the last event of the night is unlimited drift, and then I'm done. I'm done live streaming for the night. I might live stream today again, maybe Minecraft or more Forza, but I'll probably wait till later in the night. That was epic. I got my feet out. I got my Fiat, man. My Fiat. Ah, this is gonna be brutal. I want that car. It's a Hot Wheels Mustang. It looks really cheap. It looks like a plastic toy. But I mean that thing. Oh wow, Hot Wheels beat that. I'm gonna beat that. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to beat the car. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! So, I was kind of slow on that though, but it was interesting. It was just interesting. That was not a lag. Oh, I don't like this track actually. Look how big that straightaway is. My Fiat's gonna. I actually went on this track with the Fiat, or maybe that was the Jeep Willy, and I made it one lap around the track. I was look fun those bumps right there on the loading screen. I wanna hit that and go flying in the air. Crash. it's so late. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm about to get rain. This car is a drift car. It's just a for me. Back. And a terribly leggy little car. You know, corner. I mean, by game, how it's running like in. So basically, that is my game is normal 1 second and he's framing like it's and then it's quits. I can see but still just connection with the GT drift GT. Well with the I did with the 4GT, but the cars I just mentioned just for fun. It's probably not back all the time, but it was something but more intended for track setup rather than this. It was more oh, if you're still like it may 60 miles per hour, but because it keeps flying, it's not giving me scores. Well, right, flying myself. It's me off the track here and there. Luckily. Oh! Look how fast I can accelerate. So if you don't really competition, what I'm trying to do is I am myself as far as I can from all the other. Because everything close to a car doesn't work too well. My I bet she mother may have woken up slow, but yeah, my sister she's up. I don't get a good. I used to sleep and then and that's why I use Black Ops 2. Nowadays, I can't get any time connection for any net software. So basically, then I don't have a Wi-Fi connection. What I'll do is I'll go connect the modem. Can't with my TV now. Yeah. I'm just trying to prove the feel. it's not impossible with the fiat. It's this internet connection is really hard. You can't see it. No chance of any. And the fiat is for your position. Challenger. You're scared. Gosh, I just. Why so slow? I had 6th place, but then my connection lagged. Last corner, I can't drift around. She still have a 6th place. This guy's screwing up. Every to take this, I can. Oh gosh! I'm a steal. Pow! 6th place. Hey, thanks for watching the live. Watching on YouTube. Sorry for the brutal ending. It's not good, but I can't. It was on that's all. Peace by law and Travis. Peace out.